everybody down on the ground. I heard police got shot.
2 Ferguson police officers shot during a protest just hours after the city's police chief quits.
I feel responsible and I'm sorry.
A factory collapse in Bangladesh kills at least 4 people. There are fears 100 others are trapped in the rubble.
And frankly is rooted in a culture that is anti-women. And Mr. Speaker, that is unacceptable.
And Stephen Harper's comments on the niqab being anti-woman sparks nationwide online backlash. Hi, and welcome to Humber News. I'm Casey Taylor, coming to you from our newsroom here at Humber College North Campus. Ferguson is caught up in another police shooting, but this time the victims are police. The 2 officers shot outside Ferguson Police Headquarters were taken to hospital, but have since been released. There are reports that 3 people have been taken into custody. Some of last night's chaos was caught on amateur video. Police say shell casings were found at the scene. They say the shots sounded like they came from a handgun and were fired from about 100 meters away. A 41-year-old officer was shot in the shoulder, and a 32-year-old was hit in the face. The shots were fired around midnight as the crowd started to break up. The rally formed just hours after the resignation of Ferguson Police Chief Thomas Jackson. Protesters have called for Jackson's resignation since the fatal shooting of Michael Brown in August. Jackson resigned on Wednesday in response to a report released by the U.S. Justice Department revealing racial bias in the city's police force. There's been another factory collapse in Bangladesh, and there are fears 100 people may still be trapped inside. It happened this morning at a cement factory about 300 kilometers from the capital Dhaka. 5 people have been confirmed dead, about 40 have been rescued. Emergency services are working to reach the rest of the people trapped inside. 2 years ago, a complex of small factories collapsed, killing more than 1,000 people, most of them garment workers. It's considered one of the world's worst industrial accidents. Here at home, Stephen Harper is drawing online criticism over comments he made in the House of Commons about women wearing niqabs during citizenship ceremonies.
It is offensive that someone would hide their identity at the very moment where they're committing to join the Canadian family. Mr. Speaker, these are not the views only of the overwhelming majority of Canadians. They are the views of the overwhelming majority of moderate Muslims, Mr. Speaker.
Harper made the comments Tuesday, and Twitter users have been responding ever since. People have been posting pictures along with the hashtag #DressCodePM. Some are questioning other types of masks as well, even the really Canadian ones. The Conservatives moved to appeal a court ruling last month that allows Muslim women to wear face coverings while taking their citizenship oath. Humber News wanted to know what you think of the Prime Minister's comment. We sent reporter Izzy Abraha around the campus to see what you had to say.
Stephen Harper, the leader he has the right to say whatever he wants for Canadians to follow, but as an individual and as women's rights continue to grow, I think women should be able to do whatever they please and need to do in today's society.
I feel like women should be able to express themselves any way that they want to. It is a free country, and we should be able to do what we feel like. I feel like women should have equal rights. We live in a free country, and we should be able to do what we want to. Women empowerment.
Religion is much deeper than just someone coming into a country and being free. So I believe that women have the right to wear what they want to wear, and that's why we're a free country.
Authorities are investigating the death of a Calgary woman who was killed when a whale crashed into a tourist boat in Mexico. Police have confirmed that a 35-year-old Canadian woman died of her injuries when the whale jumped from the water and landed on the boat. The incident took place near the Cabo San Lucas resort area. Local authorities say she was on a snorkeling excursion with 8 other tourists. The boat was returning to shore when the whale landed on top. She was then taken to hospital. Police say 2 other people were also injured. Photos have emerged of the final moments before the helicopter crash that killed 10 people in Argentina on Monday. They were part of a French reality TV show called Dropped, and the helicopters were taking them to a remote location to shoot the program. A local resident shot these photos of the group as they got ready to board the helicopters. In the images, you can see them carrying gear and the helicopters in the background. Victims in the photos died when the helicopters crashed into each other. The cause of the accident still has not been determined. And a safe landing for 3 astronauts this morning. A NASA astronaut and 2 Russian cosmonauts landed safely in Kazakhstan, wrapping up 6 months aboard the International Space Station. The 3 astronauts sealed themselves into the Soyuz capsule in space shortly after 3 p.m. 3 hours later, the capsule left the space station, and about 7 hours after that, the trio landed safely with the crew ready to welcome them back to Earth. When we come back, we'll tell you what's happening in the world of sports, and Willie Fan will have your 3-day forecast.
It's a chilly day today. We have sunny skies with a high of 1, but the wind chill will make it feel like -7. We'll have that and more in your full 3-day forecast after the break.
But first, check out these amazing shots of art in the snow. Simon Beck uses nothing but a map, a compass, and a pair of snowshoes to create detailed geometric figures. It's part of a project called #Snow, and he made these in Banff National Park. One of Beck's most recent designs is this giant maple leaf. Beck's pieces can easily cover the size of 25 Canadian hockey rinks.